Jody, today is a very, very exciting day.
I'm so excited for today.
We have made it 1 year.
Woo! Yes. Thank you, everyone. This is our 52nd episode.
Yes.
1 full year together.
Can you believe it?
So amazing. I know. I don't believe it.
I know. Number one, I can't believe it because the time has flown by. Number two, the fact that we've done one every week.
I know.
For a year.
That is
crazy.
I'm proud of us.
I am too. And it has been a lot of fun. It's been really cool to just kind of be able to talk about all of these different things and different topics, different subjects. But we've been saving the best.
Yes, everyone's been asking for this episode, and I think we're finally old enough to be talking about this after a year. I don't know. That's weird.
That's right.
But we're going to talk about sex today. Are you guys ready? Is everyone ready?
I hope they are.
All right. Well, it's going to be an amazing episode. Thanks for being with us for a full year.
Yes.
Here's to many more.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Jody.
This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Jody.
Yes, Bruce.
I'm very excited about this episode.
Yes, we've been putting this one off for a while.
We have, and the reason is that when you talk about the subject, you want to make sure that you're kind of prepared and that
I wanted to do a little bit more research. And,
Know your stuff.
Know my stuff.
Yes. So today we're talking about fat sex and sex positions.
Yes, positions.
Yes.
Is everyone ready?
Hopefully so. If you need to go to a different room, we'll give you a moment to get to wherever you need to go.
Get the children's out of the room or put the headphones on. Put your earbuds in.
That's right.
This is going to be an interesting ride for everyone.
That's right. So this is something that, we do actually get questions about plus size sex, fat sex.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things out there, and it's one of those things that, especially for masculine people, we're told not to talk about it. We're not allowed to.
You're just supposed to know what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to know. You're supposed to be good at it.
Right.
You're supposed to have it down immediately.
Yep.
So it's all of these things, and just culture kind of pushes us in a way that makes you feel less. Mm-hmm. One of the many ways that culture makes you feel less is by
and I think pornography is pretty mainstream. Everyone has seen it or watches it or whatever. And I think sometimes that can make you not feel as confident because you're like, wow, okay, no, I can't do that or whatever,
Right.
And I think you just have to understand that stuff is not always realistic.
Most sex is not porn sex.
Yes.
And that's probably a good thing.
The majority of people are not having porn sex.
Right.
So that's number one.
Right.
Some of us, some people are. I don't know why I said some of us. Some people are.
Right.
But that's great.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to try and help you find something that will work better for you and your partners, whatever. And
right.
Make it more comfortable and more enjoyable so everyone can have more fun.
I think a good place to start with the conversation is just talking about being confident in yourself.
Yes. I think that's like the number one thing is being more confident in your body, being comfortable being naked or some sort of naked, being
comfortable. That's exactly it.
The amazing words of RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Exactly.
I think that's powerful. If you aren't loving your body naked, how are you going to be able to be naked with somebody else and be comfortable?
Absolutely.
They want to be with you for a reason. They love you.
Right.
Or they want to be with you. They want to have sex with you. That's what they're there for.
Right. So don't sweat the things that you might think are imperfections.
Yeah.
Embrace it, embrace your body and go for it.
Yeah. You got to just put it out there and love it, and they're going to love it.
Along those lines, a big thing that stands out to me is the first thing you want to do is communicate. Talk. Be open.
Yes, communication is very important.
Talk about what you like, what you don't like, what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, because I think that's a big thing, is that it's, we're told that we're supposed to automatically know. Well, that's not how it works. And what everybody wants is different.
Well, yeah, exactly. Each partner is different. each, everyone likes something a little different. Like the thing that you love, that partner might hate, the whatever, whatever it is.
One person might be into.
I love it when you nibble on my ear. Well, I think ears are gross.
I love it when you dress up like a clown.
Yeah,
well,
that's fine.
Whatever.
We're not going to yuck your yum, Bruce.
That's right. Different strokes for different folks.
Yes.
So, but seriously, it is about just being like open and talking about what you want and, going from there. And if you do that, you'll find that you have a better experience.
Yeah. And you should always get consent from your partners. Consent and communication is always, those are like key things at the beginning of all encounters or relationships.
Top of the list for sure.
So, what other precursors to all this? I
think another thing I would say is that, as we talk positions and some other things, we'll get into this, but not all sex has to be the penetrative sort.
I had that on my list too. Don't focus just on penetration.
Right. There are lots of other ways to have sex, and when you discover those and try those, you might find that that's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, massages, mutual masturbation,
right?
Toys, all that kind of stuff.
Oral
sex. Yeah, all that stuff is important parts of foreplay, sex. It doesn't have to be just penetration.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really important because there's a lot of fun stuff to do that has nothing to do with penetration.
There is. You can certainly spend your evening,
hours,
having a good time.
Hours or minutes, whatever. Whatever.
You can spend your minutes,
on all the other stuff.
That's right. Along those lines, that's another thing: is take your time. Don't feel like you have to rush. Don't feel like you have to put on a performance to make it work. I mean, if you're open and you're talking and you're comfortable, then taking your time is just it'll come naturally.
Yeah.
But feeling rushed, isn't always great.
No, sometimes, yeah. Another thing is, we kind of talked about the owning your body and owning your size. Mm-hmm. Don't try to hide stuff.
Right.
Like they know, your partner knows what your body is or what it looks like. Even if it is a one-time thing, they know what they're getting into.
Yeah, they know you're fat. It's fine.
Yeah.
If they weren't interested, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah. So. And that's the thing. It's, when people look at you, they get a pretty general idea of what, who you are, what you look like, and what you're going to look like naked. So,
yes.
Be okay with that as much as you can.
Right.
Don't let that be a fear in your head. What if I take off my clothes and they're suddenly run out the door screaming?
My belly rolls.
Right.
No, that's fine.
Right.
All right. So I'm trying to think what my number one, I mean, not like number one favorite, but like my first one I want to talk about. Do you have a first one that you want to? Sorry, I did have to look up like what they're called.
Sure.
Because I'm like, I know the position, but I don't know the names.
Oh,
all the
nice.
Crazy like cowgirl, cowboy, reverse. I'm like, I don't know.
I see.
So this one is called Sofa Seduction.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound good, everyone? I like
Sofa Seduction.
Yeah. So it's sort of a doggy style, but the insertive partner is laying on the sturdier couch, like on the arm or on the back of the couch. And then the insertive partner is behind them.
Okay.
So you're not like on your hands and knees or on your knees so much. Cause I know my knees that
less pressure.
God, I'm like, after a while, I'm like, okay, I need to switch cause my knees are killing me.
Right.
So you're like laying on the insertive partner or bottom is laying down on their chest, basically, like over the edge of the bed or the couch. And then the guy or the other person is behind them, penetrating, sort of like doggy, but they're kind of standing.
I think about my couch like that. Man, the arm of my couch would be killer. That would still decimate
some other
me.
couch,
but
you're standing. You're not going to be on your knees.
And there are like pieces of furniture that are made,
or the counter.
Or the count, right?
Like in the kitchen is
basically somewhere that takes that pressure off.
Yeah. So you're like, you're not on your hands and knees so much. You're like kind of standing, but you're bent over a little bit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I think that one's kind of a good one.
Yeah. Another thing to note is, missionary isn't necessarily for everybody. It doesn't always work. When there's extra skin and there's curves and all that good stuff, it can make it difficult to seal the deal.
Yes.
So, that's the thing is you mentioned doggy that, you can get right into doggy. That can work for some people.
That works for a lot of different things. Oral sex.
Right.
Like rimming.
Totally.
Penetration. All that stuff is good.
Yep.
I'm very comfortable talking about this if you didn't notice. I mean, I used to do sexual health seminars, so I'm kind of like,
perfect.
We can talk about whatever. So this was not like, I wasn't afraid to talk about it, but I was like, I want to remember all the things.
Had to be prepared, had to plot it out.
Yeah.
Because you can come in and just have a conversation, but it's like, being able to talk about it in a way that makes sense, I think is important.
So we said doggy is a good one for a lot of different positions.
Well, it's good to know that you have this background because now we can go and give presentations.
Yes, if you want us to come make a presentation at your work,
right,
we can do that.
Yes,
or at your club, or at your dungeon, or your swingers club, or your whatever.
Right.
Just email us at.
Let us know.
I don't know.
Yep.
What's another one for you, Bruce? That you.
There's a side to side position that you can do where you're kind of on your side and kind of up against.
Like spooning?
Kind of, yeah.
Like spooning, yeah. That was a good one.
That's another one. Or with having your partner on their side and the penetrative partner is on their knees. I don't know what the position's actually called. I didn't do as much research into position names. So
well, I had to look them up, and I'm going to get a lot of weird bounce back ads. I know.
Yes, right. I'm going to just have to draw like stick figures.
We'll draw stick figures and take pictures of them.
There we go.
But okay. So,
but you know what I'm saying on the side.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So,
there's
it's an easier way to do it. You're not having to contort into crazy positions.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with a lot of the missionary stuff where, lifting legs and having your legs up for an extended period of time and someone leaning on them or whatever.
Right.
Can be a.
So another thing that we should talk about is using like more pillows to prop up your different body parts into. They have these cool like wedges, like foam wedges I've seen.
That's
like,
exactly
I don't know
what
they're called. Sex ramp. I don't know. What they're called,
I was going to say love sack. Is that? I'm pretty sure there's a thing out there called a love sack.
Well, that's like a beanbag thing. I think
there are companies that specifically they specialize in like that kind of furniture. Like I don't know what the category is. Is sex furniture? Maybe.
I don't know. I know it's like sex furniture.
But they have like wedges and they do all these different things that allow you to get into positions more comfortably.
Yes. Just modified different any of those positions, like the doggy. You could have more pillows underneath you, so you're not on all fours,
right?
But even like in missionary to prop up your hips more makes it easier to get in there,
right?
There was another one called the standing pretzel.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. Tell us more.
No. Maybe I should just
I did the standing pretzel and I haven't been able to walk since.
Right? No. Okay. So I'm going to use like man, woman sort of terms. Okay. So the woman is laying on the edge of the bed with her hips like right on the edge of the bed.
Okay.
And then the guy's standing there and you can hold one leg up and kind of get in there.
Oh, okay. All right.
But you straddle the other leg.
Okay.
So you straddle the leg that's down.
Right.
And then hold up the other leg.
Okay.
Can you picture this? Okay, see?
Yes.
The standing pretzel.
The standing pretzel. Okay, all right. Fair enough.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Just put it, over the edge of the bed, put your hips on the end. I feel like we need to just have some of these little cartoony pictures.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We do, don't we? We'll have to find an illustrator that we can pull in to help us with this.
Another thing or apparatus are slings.
Okay.
You can have like, I don't know, this whole contraption.
Oh, right.
A whole thing.
Right.
There are some, I guess you'd have to make sure that they're, weighted for the proper weight, whatever. but that always helps relieve pressure, so you're not having to hold up your legs,
right?
Or, whatever.
And it can help, especially if one person's taller than the other, or if there's a big height difference.
Heights. Right. That always helps. But there's all kinds of different ones that can hold your legs, so you're not trying to hold your legs up or whatever.
Right.
Those are always very helpful. You should definitely try one of those.
Yep.
That's enough. Well, even on the edge of the bed with, kind of on the insertive partner is on their back.
Okay.
And legs up on the edge of the bed with some pillows underneath your hips. That's a good one too. You can just kind of rest your legs on the other person's shoulders.
Sure.
Without standing, kind of.
Okay.
On their chest or on their shoulders.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What else do you have?
I am taking extensive notes. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have more that you want to throw out here, or do we want to take our beer break?
I think I would love a beer break.
Well, you've come to the right place, because for a conversation like this, we're doing only the finest, and tonight the finest is Heineken. Yes,
Heineken.
I know. We normally we class it up with some fancy beers,
the beer of beers.
Yep. But there's a thing. There are some beers. Some of these European beers are kind of like they have this funky smell. That's just
and that's Heineken.
Yeah, totally.
Funky.
Yep.
Thank you.
It is
our B cups.
Yep.
Aptly named for this.
Yeah.
Episode.
This is good.
Heineken. H-E. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
From the Netherlands. I didn't even know that.
It is indeed.
Made by Heineken International since 1873.
Yeah. There we go.
Light, clean, smooth, sweet, warm. What? How is that a descriptor? Whew. Sorry, I'm reading this. It is a flagship product of the company and is made of purified water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. In 1886, H. something finished the development of the Heineken A yeast.
Yeah, it's a beer. It is a beer.
This is the yeast that is still used for the beer. The beer is forced carbonated, popular.
I think one thing that I would say about, we definitely run the spectrum with our beers here on Heavy Conversation, and I think that's good. It's good to be open to the high end, the lower end, and the middle, because you never know what you're going to get.
It's
never
not
know what you'll be
funky,
in the mood for.
But it does have a distinctive.
It's not as stanky as this beer normally is.
I know. I was like, ugh, Heineken is.
I know. I wonder if is it because it's out of this huge bottle? Maybe is it
because you got it at 7-Eleven?
Maybe the 7-Eleven Heineken.
They sell a lot of it, so
it's brewed to a higher standard. Specifically,
actually, I was like, wow, this is not bad. Normally, I'm like, I don't like Heineken.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Maybe I need to get it out of a bottle more.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes I just like these kind of.
So I feel like this is a
European
drinking European lager.
Right. So sometimes you don't want to be challenged by your beer.
Mm-hmm. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah, right.
Even though I didn't.
That was a ringing endorsement for Heineken, right? They'll be sponsoring the podcast next.
Yes. Thank you, Heineken.
Sometimes you just don't want to think about your beer.
You just don't want to think. You want to drink.
That's right. You don't want to. Yep. There we go.
Don't want to think. You just want to drink. That should be their new.
Yes.
Their
Yes.
Their new logo.
You have probably other positions to talk about. I was thinking, we've covered a decent amount of options. We could always kind of throw some more onto the websites.
Yeah. We talked about. Well, this one's called the Midnight Snack, but that's kind of what I was talking about in the kitchen sort of thing.
Yep.
So that's always good. But yeah, I think some of the most important things that should be restated is that you need to be comfortable in your own body.
Right.
You need to communicate with your partner. Those are always important things.
Take the time to try. Yeah, right. Do that. Take the time to try and explore. Try these different positions, different ways. Figure out what works for you. I mean, this is about the most fun that you can have trying something.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work, you stop.
Yeah.
You switch. You do whatever.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah. Okay. That one didn't work. I didn't like that.
Right.
Try a different thing. Go back to your old standard.
Totally. Absolutely.
Whatever that is.
Right. And go from there.
Yeah. I don't know.
If at all, if positions, if it's not working for you or you want to change things up, toys.
Oh yeah,
there are many toys.
I think we could do even another whole thing about that.
Oh, we could indeed. I feel like just kind of a general overview here might be nice to just kind of talk about, because there are absolutely toys, and they can aid in pleasure,
for both people,
totally,
both partners,
absolutely. And I think that's the thing, is that I think that some people think about toys as though it's like a failing on their end. Well, if we have to use toys, then it's not.
Yeah, no,
which is totally wrong.
No,
totally wrong.
I mean, it enhances it.
Absolutely.
It just
spices things up.
Yeah,
it's fun
spices it up.
It's fun to try different things, So don't be afraid to try different toys. And there are so many out there.
Yeah, and we're not even talking about just insertables,
right?
Or dildos or whatever. You can do like floggers, or you can do clamps. You can do there's all kinds of different things,
right?
But again, communication is key with all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm interested in this. I would really like to try this,
right? Like you said, you've got the kind of basics where you can start with vibrators and dildos and that kind of stuff. Yeah. You can go out from there. There are also even extenders that you can put on if you're having a problem with penetration, and this could be a way to get around that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
they do make those, and it's something that could be worth a try.
Yeah. I think we should maybe even
another episode that is just about toys, because that's an entire.
But you can always add those, sprinkle those in to help those positions as well. If that
absolutely
will enhance the different positions, and I think that's a good.
That is good. I would say one other thing that kind of in my notes here that I have is don't be afraid to get on top.
Oh yeah, you're not going to crush anyone. Right. Doesn't matter how big you are, you can get on top.
Yeah. Wasn't there something going around on the internet recently that was like, I'm going to get on top. If he dies, he dies.
Right? Yeah.
Something like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, right.
Just get up there.
Take a chance. Don't be afraid.
Take control of what you want.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to relax and let the other person do the work for a little while.
Right.
Switch it up and.
Exactly. And the bottom line is that there is no wrong way to have sex.
Nope.
As long
as it's with consenting adults.
Absolutely.
That's the only
yes. Right. Asterisk. Right.
Between consenting adults.
Yes. So
however many is your choice.
Right. So it doesn't have to be done in one certain way.
Or in a certain place or in a certain room.
Right.
It doesn't have to always be in the bedroom. It can be in the living room or in the kitchen or the private backyard or whatever.
Yeah. The laundry room.
Or the laundry room is fun. Yeah. Or if you're so adventurous, you can go, if you have them, there's sex clubs and
all kinds of stuff.
So
we're going to have a lot of different episodes of things to cover here.
If you're interested in hearing more about this fat sex stuff, please let us know.
Yeah.
One of our Dating While Fat was a very, very popular episode. So go back and listen to that.
This is like Fat Sex 101.
Yeah. This is just a brief overview, kind of testing the water, seeing what everyone's liking.
I thought that it would be good, in addition to everything that we've said here, to also give a few resources and other people that should probably be followed.
Okay.
Just if you want to get into, if you want to do more research and you're curious, first for me at the top of the list is Hanny Blank's Big Big Love.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a book that she wrote. It is a sex and relationships guide for people of size and those who love them.
Oh.
It is an awesome book. It's like a guide that covers tons and tons of just about anything, all the things that you're afraid to ask and all the things that you might be nervous or shy about, from the things we've talked about here to, everything. It's, some of the things about caring for yourself, psychology around sex.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
There's a lot.
It is absolutely
just sex, and doesn't even involve the sex itself. It's your physical, mental,
there's so
emotional, spiritual well-being
behind
all that. That like you said, this is going to be quite the series that we're going to be doing periodically through the year.
So big love. Definitely recommend it. Great book to have, and
it's a good coffee table book.
Yes. So
I guess I didn't get any resources, Bruce. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I just kind of did this on the fly as we were talking.
I was like,
So
we'll definitely get a couple more and put them in the show notes.
There are a couple other people that I think I would say are worth taking a look at. Crystal from Curvy Girl Lingerie.
Oh.
I'll put all the links up. We'll make sure that we have everything in the usual places.
And maybe we'll link to some of these articles that I found as well for you can go and look at the little pictures and
absolutely
get more in depth.
Crystal knows everything.
Crystal knows everything.
Yes. And I mean, she's done so much to kind of further the, to help bigger people feel better about themselves and to enjoy sex, to know that that's an okay thing.
Yeah.
So absolutely, highly recommend, taking a look at, everything that she's doing and everything she has to talk about.
Where's she at again? What did you say?
I believe that I said Curvy Girl Lingerie.
Yeah. Okay.
I am going to, pull that up because, at Bliss Connection. Okay. See, that's the thing. I've learned that I have to keep my phone open as we do this because this is not the first time that I've said it and said things incorrectly.
That's all right.
But so
we're not perfect,
right? We're not. So she is awesome. I can't say enough good things about her. I would also say that if you're interested in someone else who is really into this stuff, Laura Delarado. She is, you can find her on Instagram. It's Hey Laura Hey, Laura. It's, let me spell it because it's, all right, here we go. Hey, Hey, Laura, Laura, Hey, Heyy. So,
oh boy.
Hey Laura, hey. Yep. She is awesome. As well. She is a senior creative video producer, on camera talent at Refinery 29. She talks wellness, sex, travel, personal growth, all kinds of things like that. Yes. And she is just like, I really admire the work that she's doing. She's really able to kind of get out there and just like, be, unabashedly who she is, and it's definitely something to live up to.
Yeah,
so
we love that.
Yes, there are more people. I'm absolutely forgetting people. There's one in particular that I really want to remember, and it's a podcast by Dawn Sarah. It's called Sex Gets Real.
Oh,
Dawn Sarah is amazing as well. Check out her podcast, Sex Gets Real, and that's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you, Bruce, for coming along on this little journey.
Yeah. Thanks, Jody. This is great.
Thank you, everyone that stuck around for the first episode of Fat Sex on Heavy Conversation.
And sorry if you had to run out of the room because of children or something like that, but we'll try to make sure that we let you know before.
Well, the title's going to be called Fat Sex.
Oh, I guess that'll help, huh?
Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to be that surprised.
Fair enough.
All right. So share our Fat Sex episode with some fat, sexy people.
Ask us questions. If you have questions, if there are things that you think we should talk about within the realm of sex, sexuality, body image, any of those kind of things, let us know because, we can definitely talk about those and come back to you.
We can tailor our episodes to what our listeners are wanting to know about.
And if you want to ask anonymously,
that's fine.
Yeah, no worries.
We won't call you out, but that's fine.
Right. So
we can say listener number.
That's right.
8,000,004.
That's right. Had this question.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.